Thank you so much. I'm audible. Is it working? Thank you. Thank you so much for giving such nice introduction. But as you know, my name is Mamta, and here I'm a professor, but basically I prefer to be called as environmental toxicologist. Hope you know what is a toxicology. It is a study of poison. So last many years of my life, like from MSc onwards, like I did my MSc in toxicology. Then onwards, I'm working on toxicants, basically the poisons. Next slide, please. I think so, sir. I'm not sure about it.
So we are also delighted to have Professor Chaunyal sir, D.D. Chaunyal sir here, for the chairperson for this session. So please do the big applause.
So, sir, I welcome you to my session, and I'm Mamta.
You carry on.
Thank you so much. So, as I've been saying, I work on the
कौन सा है क्या
toxicology.
है बताओ तो
So, I work on poisons.
ये देखो ये तो मेरा कल हो गया
So,
ये तो मेरा कल हो
whatever we are talking, whatever the research we are doing, मैं हिंदी में
ये
इसका
वाला ना?
topic इसलिए लिखती
कभी
हूँ कि I
कितने
want
हुए?
people should understand. This statement was given by our cabinet
अभी ये
minister
कौन सा
environment, Dr. Bhupendra Yadav, and I was sharing statement with him. He said, जल जंगल जमीन मुनाफे की दौड़ में लोगों की प्रकृति तो झगड़ा सिर्फ जल जंगल जमीन का नहीं है. When we talk of environmental conservation, mainly it is life, mainly ये जिंदगी है. Life of humans, life of animals, life of plants, life of everything around us. So my topic is save the life. When I say I work on poisons, what is a poison? Everything is a poison. The right dose differentiates the poison and the remedy. I think I should stay this side. You can kill a person by salt. You can kill a person by salt. You don't have to decide the right dose for him or any animal. I'll ask a simple question from every one of you. Do you go to the market to buy vegetables? We all do. How do you buy vegetables? Like if I go to the market and buy vegetables for my family, I'll pick up some very beautiful red apples, right? We'll pick up some very beautiful ladyfingers, right? And some white looking cauliflower, and you will see there is no manifestation of insect in food, right? हम कीड़े को बड़े ध्यान से देखते हैं कि सब्जी में कीड़ा ना लगा हो. ऐसे ही लाते हैं. I won't take you much far off. Just let's go 10 years back. Hope you remember your 10 years back. Does the vegetables look like this? Do you do the kitchen gardening? I live in Delhi, but still I have a small plates, we call them plates, and we try to get the green leaf vegetables out of it. I tell you, they are not very good looking vegetables that you get from the kitchen garden. Your tomato will never be so red the way you get in the market, bright red tomatoes. Right? How do you get them? How do you so liquid? Welcome to the world of pesticides. Pesticides are the poison I actually work on. जिसको हम हिंदी में कीटनाशक कहते हैं. So when the plant is blooming in the field, if you go to the field, you see some flowers before the fruit comes in. At that time, there's a class of pesticide which is known as cosmetic pesticides. Girls are here, you know what is cosmetic. So those cosmetic pesticides are being sprayed on the field, and after that you get beautiful, big-sized vegetables. And let me tell you, they don't add anything, no nutrition value to the vegetable or the food you're getting out of it. But then they are adding a poison to it. They are adding a poison to it, and that poison is having a half-life of 200 years, 300 years. They are not removed from the vegetable, whether you cut it, you boil them with the salt, everything. They don't get removed. And then you eat them, and then they get inside your body. And what they do? What they do? What they do? Have you seen cancer happening so much before? The way it is happening in last 10 years? पहले क्या कैंसर इतना मिलता था? नहीं मिलता था। नहीं मिलता था, तो अब कहाँ से आ रहा है इतना कैंसर? Pesticides are known as potent carcinogens, mutagens, teratogens. They are known as immunosuppressors. They are known to cause diabetes. Diabetes, I think every second person is having diabetes at present. Gallbladder stones. And they are also known to induce reproductive failure in humans. So when they are having so much capabilities in them, why are we using them? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me why they are using pesticides? To have more of yield. Have you heard about Green Revolution? Who was the hero of Green Revolution? Tell me. Who was the hero of Green Revolution? Can someone tell me? Who was the hero of Green Revolution? There was a miraculous compound जिसका नाम था DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. It was used for crop production. It was used in malaria control. It was used in warfare. In Second World War, it was used. Right? To have the more yield, we use pesticides so that our yield is not destroyed by pest. The pesticides are known as PBTs and POPs. I will not go in technical way. PBTs and POPs are those compounds which are lipid soluble. Right? Lipid soluble means they can get inside our body. If you take an oil and you rub on your body, what happens? What happens? It gets inside the body, right? That means it is lipid soluble. Because anything which is not lipid soluble cannot get inside the body of an animal, right? So these pesticides and the oils and anything, organic compounds, they have a benzene link to them. And this benzene make them become poison. When you have the cockroaches in the house, what do you do? You go to the market, you buy a particular brand spray, you bring home and you just spray it and you say, wow, itni jaldi, itna bada jadoo hai. And then you are left with certain smell in the house. Does it prevail for some time? It does. So what was it? It was a poison. That's why that this size big animal died just by a spray. Just imagine how strong poison it must be. Uske baad, once it is died, then we are smelling it for a long time. Think about it. Think about it. Okay. What should be the ideal situation in the field? What should be the ideal situation in the field when pesticides are being sprayed? This is the ideal situation. There is a row. If there is an infestation, pesticide should directly go to the plant, not to the earth. And what is the situation in India? This is the situation. And these are the basics which are open in the market. You can buy and you can use pesticides for any purpose. This is actually a video, but it won't get because this is not my platform. This is the place which is known as Hanumangarh and Ganganagar. If you ever been to that place, these are the places which have maximum production in India, in the western Rajasthan. This is how we use pesticide. And here, the person is not wearing any protection. He is openly sprayed in the field, and there are some insects and the birds are chirping around. pesticide is being sprayed in the field, what does water does? Okay, I'll ask one question. Have you heard the name called Mariana Trench? Have you heard the name called Mount Everest? I won't say these are impossible habitats. Let me tell you, we are humans, we can do anything we wish. We are thinking of now having a colony at Mars. Right? So these are two places which are very difficult to reach. Mariana Trench, if somebody doesn't know, I will tell you, you go to the bottom of the earth and then you dig it for 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers. Then you reach to the core of the earth, that is known as Mariana Trench. We bouldering. It is laden with pesticide. Have you heard about it? Why not? It will have pesticide because your air has a pesticide, the earth has a pesticide, the water has a pesticide. There is nothing which is left without a pesticide. Like if you are making a cold drink out of water, it will have a pesticide because at present we have no technology to remove pesticides from our habitat and make it all air, water, soil. So what water does, this is the kind of pesticide contamination happening in water. So water is a cleansing agent. If something happens to our garments, let's wash it. Our clothes are dirty, let's wash it. Why? Because water is a cleansing agent. So when water travels from one place to another, it takes a lot of the pesticides which is being sprayed on it. So what happens? 1.003 for water, that it goes to the inside, it goes to the platform, and it is being eaten by a larger fish, then it is being eaten by another larger fish, then finally it goes to raptor. And this is the place where we also stand at the top of the topic. So it was not every topic is certified. It's biomagnified and it reaches 25. Biggest menace on the earth right now. So we are exposed to 25 ppm on what WHO number says. Says the permissible limit for pesticide is 0.000000. But still they said, okay, we still have some limit for this 0.0001 ppb. I'm talking about parts per billion, and we are exposed to parts per billion. So we have the answer why there is so much of cancer around us. I'm giving you the thought. She is my hero. I always call her my hero. She is Dr. Raquel Foster. She was an American marine biologist. She wrote a book in 1962 with the name The Silent Spring. Silent Spring, what is the metaphor? She said in that after some time, there will be springs around us. There will be not those springs around us, but those springs will be silent because there will not be any birds which will be chirping around. उन्होंने ये कहा आने वाले टाइम में उसके साथ जो चहचहाहट हम सुनते रहते हैं ना वो She reported. Have you heard about this beautiful animal? Bald eagle, America's national bird. She said that bald eagle are just left in 40 air in Georgia. What was happening to them? Because on the animals on which this is the raptor, okay? It is a predator bird. Bald eagle. All eagles are it. So bald eagle was predating on the animals who were eating grains, and the grains were later depleted. So the pesticide quantity got multiplied, and they were like 25 ppm in the water. So what this really did, it went inside the body of the animal, and it played a very nuisance role with the calcium formation. So the eggs which are laden hit shell, and as soon as the bird sets on it, it is dead. So these pesticides are so harmful, so dangerous, they don't hit animals. They have the capability of sweeping off the whole species. And that was the time there were only 40 pairs. There was only 40 pairs of bald eagle. And this was the endangered species. Then the US government, federal government, they woke up and they introduced the first thing they banned DDT in the use in America in 1972. First thing they did, they stopped the use of DDT. Second thing, they created such kind of situations where bald eagles survive. They made the condos and they did the artificial breeding and they did everything to save the national park. And today, if you go to Georgia, you find thousands and thousands of bald eagles overnight. At present, India is the sole producer of DDT. There is no other country which is producing DDT. It is banned by Stockholm Convention. And India, there are two countries, India and Africa, they are